all oil and gas imports from Russia to the US. It comes as petrol prices hit all-time records in America, as RT's Caleb Maupen reports.
Joe Biden addressed the United States about new sanctions he's imposing on Russia. The main focus will be ending Russia's ability to export oil to the United States. The United States will no longer receive petroleum from Russia. Now, in addition to that, there will be efforts to shut down the assets owned by Russians in the United States. The Justice Department is involved in that. And there will be efforts to cut off technology and prevent Russia's ability to import key technological products. Joe Biden also referenced how certain corporations are boycotting and shutting down their operations in Russia. Now, Joe Biden emphasized that this was going to cost average Americans. The price of gasoline is already soaring, and there will be a higher cost of gasoline for average Americans as a result of this move. Now, Joe Biden said essentially that Americans should blame Russia for this. This is what Joe Biden said about the rising fuel costs spawned by his sanctions.
This is a step that we're taking to inflict further pain on Putin. But there will be cost as well here in the United States. I said I would level with the American people from the beginning. And when I first spoke to this, I said defending freedom is going to cost. Putin's war is already hurting American families at the gas pump. Since Putin began his military buildup on Ukrainian borders, just since then, the price of the gas at the pump in America went up 75 cents. And with this action, it's going to go up further.
Now, Joe Biden emphasized that the United States would be taking these moves as the United States is a net energy exporter. The United States exports energy on the international markets. It imports energy as well. But overall, the United States can afford to take this move, while the Europeans cannot. He emphasized European allies that are dependent, or in his words, too dependent, on Russian gas and Russian oil. They will not be able to take this move. Here's what Joe Biden said.
We're moving forward with this ban, understanding that many of our European allies and partners may not be in a position to join us. The United States produces far more oil domestically than all the European countries combined.
Now, these moves are not a very big deal for Russia's economy. Less than 1% of Russia's oil exports go to the United States. However, for Americans, they are going to have an impact. The price of gasoline has already gone up, and we recently saw Donald Trump speaking up on social media, the outlets that still allow him, talking about basically saying, "Do you miss me yet?" And talking about the impact this will have on average Americans when they go to the car, or when they go to fill their cars up at the pump. So it's quite an interesting move. We have the Biden administration essentially blaming Russia for the ongoing suffering of Americans. We have defensive statements from Biden saying that it's not true, that he's trying to suppress domestic oil production. As his critics are alleging, Republicans continue to criticize Biden, blaming him for the inflation and for the rising fuel costs. However, at the same time, we have Biden and the Democrats saying this is necessary, this is to punish Russia, blaming Russia for these moves. So quite a divide. Biden speaking defensively about his position in the United States, while emphasizing that he is taking more moves to punish Russia's economy amid the ongoing conflict.
Earlier, we spoke to Daniel Shaw.